Hello and welcome guys who have stayed with us, and of course those who are newcomers as well to the stream. It's gonna be Join Dota League season number 3 for us today. GSe7en versus Regal in game number 2 of a 2-game series. And for this game I'll be actually flying solo because Mito, he had a more prominent game to cast, helping HeflaTV out with that. Power Rangers versus my insanity for jDL European Division 1. So for the next game I'm probably gonna be joined by GSe7en, but for now it's nothing too huge, just getting one game solo, no biggie at all. Coming into this draft, we can already see that GSe7en, their drafts feel a little bit more serious, if that's the way to put it. Last time around they banned out an Ancient Apparition, as well as a Center War Runner in the first bans, but now Doombringer and Razor, Regal, Batrider and Lycan by them, so they have a Shadow Shaman, and if they want to they can definitely just go for the Death Prophet once again, just get so much push that it possibly can't even be stopped.
Faceless Void.
But Faceless Void and Skyrof Mage will be the combo for GSe7en now, so let's see if they can use it just as well as Regal did in the first game. And, well, secondary pick is coming out. They won't go at least for the instant Death Prophet pick, so might be going for a Brewmaster. Nope, they go for a Wraith King instead. And I am almost positive that this Wraith King is going to be a carry one. Otherwise, I really don't feel the justification of it being a secondary pick like that, since if it's a carry one, you can completely rule out the Chronosphere as well as the Mystic Flare, because yes, if they use it on you, you're gonna die once, so what? You have the Reincarnation, you're gonna come back to life, and then what is GSe7en gonna do when they're out of spells already? But we'll see how well it works out for them. Regal at the moment have started banning out heroes that can just combo up into the Chronosphere, of course. First one was the Ancient Apparition. Wouldn't be surprised if we even see maybe something like a Witch Doctor ban. Although I would love to see Death Prophet banned by either side, to be honest. Death Prophet works really well with the Faceless Void. And of course just having a Shadow Shaman and the Death Prophet on the same team could also equal disaster. Especially if Regal actually would want to run the Wraith King as a support after all. Have a Pugna as well as a Death Prophet if they can allow themselves to get it. GSe7en at the moment did ban out an Enigma. So maybe they are concerned a little bit at least by just the incoming potential push. So we'll see how Regal just decide to react to these bans, or what they ban out themselves. So maybe if they ban out, I don't know, for example, I don't have a good example, I mean, a Tinker, I guess, maybe. They themselves could also pick up a Tinker if they really wanted to. And if GSe7en are to go for a Tinker as their third pick, which I doubt, but it's definitely a possibility. Tinker does have a lot of damage to input into the Chronosphere. And Regal then, I would love to see a Pugna to counter that, if that were to be the case. Especially if there was like a Nether Ward up against the Skyrof Mage as well as the Pugna, could be extremely devastating and just insta-kill on those heroes with only that one Nether Ward. But now GSe7en, they have to face a Tidehunter ban, so they can't go for that as their offlane. And of course, they don't even need to get an offlaner if they want to send the Faceless Void there. Or if they want to use it like Regal, have it safe lane farm up, that's just fine as well. But now they are taking some of the reserve time and banning out a Shadow Demon of all heroes. Shadow Demon, of course, can be used defensively pretty damn well. Up against Mystic Flares, disrupt somebody up in the Chronosphere as well, so they can actually survive it. As GSe7en picking up a Viper for themselves, a good tanky frontliner, a hero to just build mech for your team so you can fight early on. But Regal now, might we see that Death Prophet coming out? Or are they gonna go for something crazy? Something crazy is always what I'm looking for, of course. Go for Necrophos, man. Necrophos! Necrophos! Go. Don't think it's gonna come out, at least not with this lineup or against what GSe7en has. He would be so vulnerable to just getting chronoed and immediately killed almost. So, Regal, they're about to hit their own reserve time now. I mean, with the Wraith King and Shadow Shaman, they can just go anywhere they want with this draft, really. The Wraith King can be support or core. Shadow Shaman, I guess he can be played mid lane as well, although that hasn't happened for a long time. I would love to see that particular lane make a small comeback, but if not, then no biggie. HeflaTV, of course, as a support already, I think is probably the strongest. Just the amount of lockdown that hero has. As Regal, they pick up a Nature's Prophet. So that means that they do want to have some extra push at the very least, if not go for that double Prophet strat, Nature's and the Def one. So GSe7, are they gonna draft some extra counter push now with the 4th hero? Or are they just going like, guys, okay, we can go team fight. Brewmaster still available as well if we really wanted to. Could have either the Brewmaster or Viper farm up safe lane. Have the Faceless Void off lane. Something like that. Well, we'll see. They do need themselves another support hero, a safe lane farmer or an off laner. Whichever one of those they want to pick up. I guess Center War Runner is one possibility. But Center, the case with... I mean, yes, you can't really input damage into the Chronosphere, but you can set up the Chronospheres by just blink, hoof stomping, stunning people up, buying time for the Faceless Void to come in and Chrono on top of that. And Skyriff Mage together with a Centaur is pretty good as well, since the magic burst is pretty strong. If they really want to, they can also go for a Tinker still. Or even pick up... Oh man, I had a hero in mind. I completely lost my train of thought here. But they pick up a Rubik instead. Has the Wraithfire Blast to steal, of course. Extremely solid spell to have. Mass Serpent Wars maybe if he's lucky. Even the Hex or Shackles is never a bad thing. So Rubik all around a really solid support. Has now finally a proper stun to GSe7en as well. So that's always good. So far they were lacking it heavily, so just having the time lock of the Faceless Void, which is RNG. But Regal, they go for an IO! Oh man, I did not see that hero coming. An IO for Regal. And that's going to be a lot of map presence already for them, global presence. Nature Prophet TPing in, IO with the relocate, so IO +1 that is. This can be extremely devastating if GSe7en is not careful, and IO, of course, he's a hero that can also save people from the Chronosphere. Just activate a relocate pretty much anywhere on the map other than in the teamfight or in the Chrono. Tether up the target and get him to safety. But we'll see if they can actually manage to do so as well. As GSe7en, looking at their 5th ban, they must be like, oh crap, do we ban out an IO partner now? Or how are Regal gonna do this? Are they gonna run double dual lanes? And yes, they ban out the CK. They don't want to face the IO CK mid lane at least. Regal, of course, they don't even have to go for that hero particularly. You can still pick up a Tiny as well, which later on, once he gets that Aghanim Scepter, can help out with the push pretty damn fast. With that Aghanim Scepter, just the right clicks do so much, and of course the toss always damages buildings as well. So that is also a hero that Regal could go for. Have the Wraith King Shadow Shaman farm up safe lane, Nature Prophet off lane, and IO plus Tiny mid lane. Something along those lines. I would have loved to see a Chaos Knight though. That hero, just a little bit of RNG, lots of man moding action. But the Centaur is actually the ban from Regal themselves. So GSe7en, are they gonna even go for an offlaner? Clockwork is still available if they want to go for that one. But the most common ones, the Tidehunter as well as the Centaur, have been banned. Faceless Void can still take up the role as well, like I've already mentioned multiple times. And GSe7en, I really think it might be, or might become hard to stop Regal's lineup from just hitting their stride really. Getting them towers down, because they're so aggressive. They have the lockdown, they have the slows, mobility from the tether, extra movement speed, which of course in the case of a carry Wraith King is gonna be so important, especially in facing a Viper. Viper is just a king of kiting. Viper strike the Wraith King up and Wraith King can't really get close to anybody to actually right click at all. And in general, I do hate Wraith King carry against Viper, but when the IO is helping him out, it just might be fine. As GSe7en now, 5th pick, they have 10 seconds left. Looks like they're in kind of a pickle as well. Before this, at least by the speed of their picks, most of them, they had a solid idea, but they go for a Meepo again! Rubik, Skyriff, Mage, Meepo, tri-lane. I do believe this one is going to be on the safe lane and have the Faceless off lane. Of course, they can still go aggressive as well, but Regal, they pick up a Tinker instead, so going for a standard tri-lane by the looks of it. Wraith King, Shadow Shaman and IO. And IO Shadow Shaman actually can be a potent roaming 2 as well, especially if IO gets level 2. The Wisp Spirits do a pretty nice amount of damage early on. And of course Shadow Shaman, his biggest weakness is that low movement speed, but the tether does kind of help with that. but Tinker, Nature's Prophet, and an IO. That's going to be so much global presence, and I mean, there's only one hero that can't get there fast enough, but they can have, for example, the Shadow Shaman, farming up a lane, pushing out a lane, how have you, and suddenly there's an IO coming in with the Wraith King relocate. There, Nature's Prophet TPing, creating treants that the Tinker can also TP to then. Oh wow, this is some crazy global strat. I just wish the Wraith King was replaced with something like a Spectre as well. Just Haunt to create the confusion, then everybody TPs in and just wrecks. But to introduce the lineups to you guys, if you don't know them yet, for Regal on the Radiant side, CK will be playing the support IO, having the Wraith King played by Invoker Harris, who actually has his Tau Shield as well, so he's expecting to go up against some form of harass at the very least. Boys will be playing the Shadow Shaman. Tinker is going to be played by Solos in the mid lane, leaving Tamao Bakri on the Nature's Prophet. As for GSe7en though, Kalai will be on the Rubik Linger, playing the support Skyriff Mage, as Leo, safe lane Meepo, actually switching up the player as well. Last time it was Kenji, but Sho is going to be on the mid lane Viper, and Kenji is the off lane Faceless Void, who started with boost of speed as well. And Regal, I'm not too sure if they're expecting a gank to come through or what. Oh, never mind, they're just cleaning up the trees so that the IO can actually pull it through, I guess. Crazy stuff, man, crazy stuff indeed. Tamao Bakri, you don't really want to go check for the room when the supports are there, although would the supports even have enough being level 1 like that? Shadow Shaman, of course, started with boots as well. As did Kalai, it feels like, yeah, he was fast enough. I was like, no way you don't have boots, man. No way, Jose. Nature's Prophet not gonna get spotted out by Rubik, and vice versa. Observer just placed down by Rubik, and now it gets pinged out as well. Do they have sentries? Yes, they do! Oh, are they really gonna get a straight out Observer though? That's tasty. 50 gold, but not only that, it's also vision denied, so they're gonna have to make do with just having vision on this bottom rune. And now Shadow Shaman is gonna rotate mid lane to try to do something now. I think he should be able to just handle this matchup solo as well somewhat. But oh no, boys, he runs into the heroes. There's the slow telekinesis comes out as well. Will it be enough? He actually gets them to the high ground. I think, boys, he's gonna go down now. He can't outrun the right clicks, and this time around, GSe7en, they are the ones getting the first blood. No fail ganks coming out this time around, so getting first blood on the support, really important. Rubik can get those fast arcane boots if he even gets a little bit more now. And oh, Nature's Prophet, you don't have a TP, you're in huge amounts of trouble now. Kala, he's coming in, he has the telekinesis as well, go for the right clicks, but no, actually. The follow-up wasn't there. I guess Meepo, if he had come in with one Earthbind and a Poof, I think that already might have been enough. But I guess since the Skyriff Mage was that far away, they didn't even try to go for it. I was like so sure they're gonna go for the Nature's Prophet, but what do I know? What do I know? As Wraith King farms up bottom lane now. Might be looking for a Hand of Midas, I guess. And Fizzlewood, of course, he's going to get levels thanks to his dual lane, or at least he should. Ether Shock, skilled up by Shadow Shaman as well. Kenji, immediate time walk away in just the fright of the shackles coming out. Tinker mid lane takes some harassment from the poison attack, which is level 1 for the time being on show. And I'm interested to see whether he's just gonna maybe max out the corrosive skin even, since Tinker, of course, will start going for the Mars machines. Stacking up the jungle, actually really nicely done, allowing him to possibly double stack. Can he actually get... Well, the small one didn't stack, but nice attempt nevertheless. And Peak Camp, triple stack now. He's just creating his own farm here, and I really love what he's doing. Ancients also stacked, double stacked for the time being. Sentry was used just to make sure that nobody blocks it. So, Regal, they're prioritizing this Tinker's Boots of Travels heavily, so, and I think that's the smart decision as well. So, even if he does get ganked, he still has the room to just make an escape as Boys finds Genji. Genji is level 3, of course, doesn't care too much. Elder Show comes out as well, but since Boys doesn't have shackles, Fizzboy can be a little bit safer on the lane. Okay, so in the chat, GSe7en, he said that Leo is a better Meepo player than Kenji, so we will see if he can outperform his classman, upperclassman, man, I wanted to say. No, my idea maybe is as well, but teammates, they are nonetheless. And oh, the slow goes out onto Boys. Telekinesis to follow up. Arcane bolts are there. Brave Fire Blast into Kenji with the Hex as well, but Earthbind comes out from Leo. And that's the power of the Meepo. You can just have one Meepo be on the map anywhere at all. And Brave King, are we going to see a kill? Poof comes in. Will they get the other Earth Point? Come on, go for it. Yes, they get the Earth Point. Will it be enough though? Harris, he goes for another stun in return. The Poofs come out. A few more right clicks. Is it gonna be enough, boys? He comes in now as well. Gonna get slowed down immediately from the concussive shot. Kalai, telekinesis comes out, but oh, the other's already backed off. Unfortunate. And now the tether is there from CK. Are they really gonna turn it around? One error shock might get the kill, and now Tomahawk, he comes in into the creep. He takes so much damage just for the creeps. Time walk away. Immediate time lock. First hit bash from Kenji. This is a disaster, or is it CK goes down, as does the faces away. 2 for 4 overall, boys. Actually doesn't get hit by a Earth Point, but the second one does catch him. There's the Hex, but is it gonna be enough? No, it's not. Leo, he gets himself a double kill, and now Raven King, he's gonna go down as well. CK, he's there, but a little bit too late. Only level 1 as well. Nature Prophet gonna get telekinesis up and thrown back towards his own tower. But suddenly 6-2, G7, they're ahead. And man, this Meepo is level 6 now, 4 minutes in. Absolute sick, pristine plays by G7. Knowing exactly where to go, when to go. And Regal, they could have used the TP assistance a little bit earlier, but CK, he still wants to go. Kalai might be the one in trouble if they actually catch them, but Meepo spots out the IO, so they're gonna be fine. And Nature's Prophet now, having come to the bottom lane like this, he's actually... Oh, never mind, he TPs to the top lane now, but still has to use a TP scroll for it, so some gold and as well as some mana lost. And Kenji, well, he's level 4.5 as well, so not too bad. They're switching up the lanes a little bit. Leo now heading back to the bottom lane, has the power trails already as well. Just looking good, of course. It's not like net worth wise or farm wise anybody is miles above anybody else. It's still this early in the game. Kenji with the poor man shield just tries to withstand the harass of the treants, and if it's only the treants, it's gonna be fine. If Nature Prophet finds the space to actually go for his own right clicks as well, then Faces Void actually might not be too happy about it anymore. And this time around we see the Faces Void just going for the most aggressive build you can, maxing out time lock, not a single point into time backtrack so far. But rotation is coming. Leo, he gets pinged out. This observer does spot him out, and Tomahawk, can he actually escape Meepo? He only has one of himself, so yeah, Nature Prophet should be able to escape. But the Poofs, they go bottom lane instead. CK, he gets blown up. Poor Wisp. Really not the tankiest of heroes by any means. He's level 3, but no items, dodges, tangos, and wards. So this IO, so far, definitely not a worthy pick. But once he gets level 6, if he gets level 6, he can become that great asset. Just have the global presence for yourself. Of course, solos. Gonna try to stack up the ancients even more now. It's triple stacked for the time being. And Chintan 0-1. You can't be my co-caster because I'm already in the game, and you have to join the lobby for that. And I miss a kill. Skyrock Mage does get it together with the help of Rubik. As Solos with the haste actually is gonna escape the Earth Point, the secondary one. It didn't come out in time, and man, what a nice rune to have. And even bottled up a regen rune, so I mean, this Tinker must be really happy about this regen rune. He's gonna be able to farm up the ancients now with this, if he plays it correctly. CK gonna get slowed down though. Silenced up as well. Can Kala get in range for the telekinesis? He has arcane boots as well. Yes, he can. Telekinesis there, people. Probably not gonna be enough as boys. He comes in to help on the Shadow Shaman, but they're just creating so much space on the map, rotating around on the supports, and now the Brave King is coming in. He's level 6, has the reincarnation. Got slowed down for a second. Sprout, come on, Ace Prophet, can you get the tether onto the Shadow Shaman instead? Sprout onto Linger. He goes for the concussive shot, eats his way through the trees, hexed up, but still might be able to escape. Brave King, can he intercept? And Viper, is he gonna help out? Brave Fire Blast is there. Show, come on, go in, go balls deep, slow down the Brave King. There is a telekinesis as Linger. He can't get out, or can he? I think he's actually going to be fast enough, or is he ready for a blast? It connects, one more right click, he goes down. Now Show, he has to escape as well, so 8-3 overall is the kill score, but Brave King taking so much harass in return. And top lane, you can see Kenji going for that straight up Mask of Madness, not even finishing boots before. Wants to get as many time lock procs as humanly possible with just the extra attack speed. Solos, farming up the ancients. Still has a couple of stacks. Oh, look at this, man. They don't even fit anymore. They're like, okay, guys, we'll keep you safe. We're the bouncers here. Everybody's in the club, dancing. Just like, you can even see, especially the satyrs, they're hitting their groove. And they're like, yeah, guys, nobody can disturb this party. But top lane, a TP is coming in. Although Nature Prophet doesn't have mana for the Wrath of Nature. And Shadow Shaman actually doesn't have a single point into Shackles either. So just 1 point into Hex, 2 into Ether Shock. I'm not too sure if it's just rotation there will be worthwhile in the end. As mech, is it finished? Yes, it is. Viper has the mech now as well. As Wraith King just went back to the bottom lane to farm up. He actually wasted a lot of time just running all the way into the mid lane. Yes, they got the kill on Skydrive Mage, but whenever you can stop the enemy carry from farming and not give away too much in return, it's always going to be fine as solos. Bottle, Soaring, and Boots of Travels, 8.5 minutes in, plus another 400 gold on top of that. And it was mostly his own doing, just stacking it up like that. And even though this Tire Observer Ward was here to spot it out, even then they couldn't contest this. But Kalai, Linger, and Leo, they're on the hunt. Can they actually catch up to CK? CK, man, buy yourself some boots. Be a happy support and boots of speed. And for Chintan, asking maybe later, you're gonna have to probably make an application on if you actually want to get into casting, not just cast a single game. And for the second series, which is gonna be, I think, GSe7en against, I don't even remember what team anymore, some Singaporean team it was if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna have a co-caster. This point gonna be Grandis V, but Nature Prophet TPs to this bottom lane here, creates the treants as well, starts tanking up the tower already. But is he going back to the jungle, or does he want to get some vision? I guess he just wants some vision. As Leo, working his way towards the Aghanim Scepter, has the point booster here as well. But TPing Kenji, he comes in, he has the Chronosphere, his Nipi, there's the Earthbind #1, Brave for Blaster, she stops the poof from coming out. But one other Meepo still comes in and they're gonna get the reincarnation to pop. A few more Rackets, actually somehow still alive, Magic Stick doing the difference. But Kala, he comes in now, there's the Chronosphere, but the TK is just dishing out the damage. Mars the Machines is down as well. Nature Prophet will lose his life. And Brave King, can he actually make it out of here? Kenji taking so much damage, Earthbind missing though with the Brave for Blast, they turn it around. Oh man. Not getting the Tinker there, just letting him have free roam, watch the machines down, heat-seeking missiles. In the end, GSe7en, they actually come out behind in that exchange. Of course, reincarnation is on cooldown for another 230 seconds still. Tinker gonna go for his not the boots, the blink there as bottom lane. They got the kill on the Meepo. Wrath of Nature probably was involved as well. Or actually, maybe even not. So Nature Prophet is coming in, Wraith King, getting this done. And somehow, they had enough, and now they're gonna go for the push, unless Linger has something to say about it. Faces Void is gonna come back as well, but no Chronosphere for the time being. But TP is there from the Viper. Viper struck up immediately on the Brave King, who's going for the TP out. Can he actually do so as well? Oh, that was just a brilliant decision by the Brave King. Going for the TP out immediately as he got Viper struck up. He knew that there was no running away from this. So play it safe, go for the TP. I mean, there's only the Meepo as well as the Rubik that can actually stop a TP from happening. And they had vision of the Rubik mid lane as it is. So smart plays by Shadow Shaman. Camping out top lane. Wants to set up a kill, or at least a potential one on this Meepo. And Eldershock is there, Tinker is TPing in as well. Yo, he went for the solo poof. Now getting hexed up, but more Meepos to come probably. Come on, where's the Meepo harass? There's Earthbind #1. Is he gonna go for the #2 as well? Shackles are there, Spoy is dropping low. Tamao Bakri, well, he came in to try to help, but now he's gonna lose his own life as well. Time lock comes in from Kenji. I have no idea what that Nature Prophet was thinking. I literally have no clue at all. 11-6 now is the kill score. Looking at the early graphs, it's almost a 3k lead for GSe7en. XP nearing a 1,500. Actually used to be 3k, so with the bottom fight, Regal, they caught up a little bit. But Tinker still keeps on farming at Skydrive Mage. Well, they get the kill bottom lane on the Brave King in the meantime. No reincarnation equals easy kill. Viper Strike, not even necessary for that. Telekinesis up, slowed down by the poison attack. And Mystic Flare now is available for Linger as well. So that was actually a really high priority kill. But yes, what I wanted to say is that the Tinker, he's still gonna be scared. He's gonna have his blink dagger as well in like another 50 seconds or 30 seconds to 1 minute. And Viper, of course, is on par on net worth. They even deny yet another ward. So GSe7en, they're just all about map control at the moment and just taking this game as early as possible. Have the Meepo completely snowball. And well, he's only 300 gold away from the Aghanim Scepter. Definitely better timing than the last game's Meepo had. As the push is happening, Brave King though has to be careful. Show has his Viper Strike ready. It's level 2 now as well. Blink Dagger though is finished on the Tinker, so let the just Tinker shenanigans begin. TP in, blink into the trees, spam out your spells. Epic winning, but top lane, they're gonna go in on the Meepo. Eldershock is there. Hex as well as Shackles will follow. Are the other Meepos gonna even come in to help? Yes, they are, but I think the Martial Machines is gonna be enough, and it's sprouted up just in case. But what got stolen? It is the Shackle. And oh, Kenji, never mind. He just time walked himself into the March of the Machine. But Shackles into Mystic Flare, easy setup if they catch anybody off guard. Kaleido runs into the Monster Machines as well. Oh man, that spell just does a ridiculous amount of damage. But bottom lane, CK is about to hit level 6 or easy. Oh, he needs like 1 or 2 more creeps, depending on if it's range or melee. Man, they want and need that level 6 so badly. CK definitely hasn't been having the best game so far. But we do have a Chronosphere. Monster Machines is down bottom lane. Genji comes in, Mass Command is activated with the extra movement speed. But still even can't catch up to boys. And man, heat-seeking missiles just do so much when your Mass Command is activated. And they have to back off. Tower down, Regal. They're stitching a mini comeback, but Brave King gonna get slowed down. Viper Strike as well. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Oh, relocate. They don't get him back to safety. Relocate just a little bit too late. And now, oh yeah, he's gonna come back to die as well, probably. Oh man, Brave King, he was so close to having the reincarnation. Although in some sense, I think it's even good that he didn't lose it here. Because might have lost his life twice anyway, since there was no tower to TP to help. And his reincarnation would have been on cooldown for another 260 seconds, but now he can get level 11 before he dies next time probably. Have that 100-second lower cooldown on the ultimate then. As Kenji farming up the enemy jungle at the moment, trying to lifesteal a little bit back up on the smart golems here, of course time locking them like a boss. Solos though up to another 1k gold. Is he gonna go for that? Tinker, Dagon, but out telekinesis onto Nature Prophet. Will we have the follow-up? Yes, the Shackles are there as well. Mystic Flare on top. Slowed down by the concussive shot just in case. And that is the kill that the supports themselves just completely set up. As Viper has a mech already finished for a long time. And now only one piece short of getting that Aghanim Scepter as well to follow up. So Brave King, is he gonna get kited or not? He went for drums. So with tether drums, might still be able to just stay on target with the lockdown that they have. But Meepo has his own Aghanim Scepter now as well. So we have one extra Meepo. Stats being shared on the Meepos, of course. And well, we'll see if they can just make good use of these Aghanims now. Of course, they still need a Blink Dagger on the Meepo as well to just hit the full stride of the Meepo, the first peak phase of him, if you will. Monster Machines though is down by solos, and it's always going to be hard to just TP into that. Or push into that rather, I mean. And actually the Monster Machines, they aren't even hitting the Ancients, so that was a little bit awkward. Didn't really do too much to the creep wave. But CK, he goes down. I literally thought on the minimap that they were just all there together and there was no Radiant hero, but so many Meepos clouding the minimap. Wrath of Nature bounces around as well. They can't use it for a fight now, but they might still catch Leo number 1. No, Meepo, he makes it out. It was the original one as well. He actually TP'd back home to region up. He can always poof back to the other Meepos. Actually, I would love to see GSe7en somebody on them pick up a Medallion of Courage if they can. Just go for the Roshan early on with the Meepos, with the Viper to just tank it up. It could be, or should be easy. I mean, Meepo can even solo it if he just keeps on poofing a couple Meepos back to region up to the fountain. Like, have one Meepo always in the fountain, so poof wars going on. But Leo runs into the Monster Machine bot lane, wants to stop. Oh, actually now Nature Prophet is stuck around for way too long. They even used the Chronosphere for that. I'm not too sure if it was even necessary, but I guess better safe than sorry, as we need another Earthbind, and that's exactly what we're gonna get. So Nature Prophet goes down. I do believe that Meepo just could have gone for the Earthbind. But mid lane, the relocate is coming in, the first one. Can they get the kill on Cho? He's dropping low. Breakfire Blast is there as well. Master of the Machines he's gonna come down, but he's going for the TP out. Not gonna work though. Solos has enough burst damage there as well from the heat-seeking missile. So first relocate gank, it works out. And now they're back to top lane. They're going for Kalai, shackled up as well. Oh man, this is a disaster for GSe7en. Solos comes in as well, but Meepo, he is there, ripping off Mystic Flare onto CK. He's gonna lose his life. One more right click, Linger finishes him up. As in the meantime, Meepo gets the kill on Shadow Sham. Now the stun onto Linger. Solos helps out with the kill as Harris gets it to himself, going for an armlet now by the looks of it. And that's Dagon level 1 finished on the Tinker just as Leo gets his Blink Dagger. And with the Blink Dagger, will he go for the Nature Prophet solo kill bottom lane? The Prophet is going to go for that Necrobook straight up. Didn't go for Hand of Midas before. So just wants to be able to push, and now the blinks come in. The first Earthbind, the poof's coming through. He's going for the TP out. Yep, another Earthbind, of course, does stop it so easily. And Tinker denied tier 1 mid lane just as Meepo got the kill on Nature Prophet. So Regal, they get the deny, but of course losing a hero and the bottom lane pushing in, it's not too good for them. Look at the graphs again. It is a 6,000 gold lead, 6.3k to be exact, for GSe7en. As XP is around 7,000 almost. Actually now updated with the latest kills. 7,500 gold craft, nearing the 7.5k mark as well. But Solos, he finds Leo, or who finds who? Yes, he blinks out immediately as he saw the first Earthbind fly. And Meepo just farming up everything, farming up the enemy jungle, having one Meepo go all the way home to just reaching up. And Leo, is he going for the poofs out? Yes, he is. Gonna leave CK there. Oh, the real Meepo comes in, blinks, gets an illusion rune. And actually, illusion rune on a Meepo is just one of the best bait runes ever. Because of there's so many Meepos running around the map all the time anyway. So you might think the illusions are the real Meepos as well. But now Armlet is finished on the Wraith King. So he's gonna be lots of tanking going on by him, as well as the crits are gonna be pretty damn huge if the Armlet is activated. But in the meantime, GSe7en, they're gonna go for the top tier 2, but the relocate comes in once again. Can they get the kill on the Viper? The mech comes out, but he's still gonna get slowed down, body blocked as well, and he just dies. I think that the support's good to or Kute Kenji. He's gonna come in crossfire out all 3 heat-seeking missiles laser as well with the Mask of Madness. He's actually on the run now all of a sudden. Tamao Bakri, he comes in as well. Can they catch anybody else? Kalai, he wants to run away as fast as possible. Kenji, he's caught. Time Walk, not enough mana, and he goes down. Now there's the Fate Ball coming out. Leo, he's there. The first Earthbind actually misses his solos. He got the TP out. Oh, a huge mistake, but Nature Prophet might still pay with his life. I think the last Arcane Bot is gonna do the job. No magic one, no heals coming out. Or are there CK? Oh man, he got the tether, but the Ubercharge just wasn't enough as Leo now. He's the one on the run, gonna get taken, laser as well, solos. Going for the relocate as Reincarnation gets both to slow down so much they actually might kill Leo. And yes, they do succeed with that solos. He blinks back in, 4 heroes down for GSe7en. An excellent fight for Regal. Heat-seeking missiles, they're going to get Linger as well, are you kidding me? That's essentially a team wipe because Viper, he just died so long ago that he already got the respawn, just barely. And Viper still doesn't have his Aghanim Scepter, so close all the time but just dying before. Now with one more last hit though, we'll finally get it. At this Meepo, I mean, it felt like he might just completely snowball with the way he was doing early on, just going for the early kills on this bottom lane. Now it slowed down a little bit. Bakri picks himself up that Necro level 1 as well. So the push will be stronger. Mana burn action to go on as well. I mean, to be honest, even if Meepo just accidentally kills a Necro Warrior with the poofs, that already might help to some extent. But looking at the graphs again, now with the latest fights, with some towers, but Leo, he's on the chase. Blink Dagger is on cooldown for another 4 seconds as Shadow Shaman actually picks up his own Blink Dagger. Aghanim is finished on the Viper as well, but Leo, he wants it bad. The first Earthbind connects. Will the poofs and other Earthbinds actually be enough? Armlet activated. Breaking is going for the man mode, and now CK comes in as well, trying to heal him up, but the Mystic Flash is a little bit too much with the telekinesis, holding him in place, and now CK, he's the one on the run. Can they actually catch up? Earthbind, the first one misses at least. They're not gonna go any deeper for the time being, but Brave King down for 44 seconds, no buyback. This might mean tier 2, but then again, solos, Tinker, just so damn annoying. Just keeps on spamming out the March the Machine and the heat-seeking missile. Now Viper Strike used by Shode, but actually they go for the turnaround. The take on the laser. Ghost Scepter is there from Solos, but will take down to the poison damage. No, he gets back to base, starts puddling up. The base region is enough as well. Now that was really ballsy play, just trying to go for the Viper like that. But suddenly Nature Prophet already has a level 2 Necrobook as well. So getting stronger for sure. Show goes for the TP out to the bottom lane, wants to stop the push from happening. They want to defend their towers. No need to just give away map control to a lineup who has better push to begin with. As Faces Void going for a BKB. And I mean, he has to. We all saw how he just completely got blown up. Mask of Madness activated. Heat-seeking missile laser, and suddenly he's on the run himself. He can't have that happen. He just needs to be in the Chronosphere and deliver. As Harry's going for a Maelstrom next. Has the Mirfil Hammer and the Glass of Haste in the inventory. Just needs a recipe. But there's a smoke now. They have the jump. They have the Blink Dagger on the Shadow Shaman. So that should be ample initiation for them to just set up a few fast kills. They ping out the Viper as well. Oh man, this poor Viper. he's always gonna get ganked. And Harris, he goes in, there's the Hex, Breath of Blast, actually staggering them a little bit. Checkless, they do fall on, should be an easy kill on Viper unless, no, never mind, Breath of Nature comes through. Kalai, he stole the Breath of Blast, used it on Harris himself. Kenji, you could see him wanted to go in. BKB activated, Mask of Madness as well. Will he go for the Chronosphere? He doesn't really want to catch Leo. Maybe even doesn't need to, just the poofs. They pop the Reincarnation. Now, Necro Warrior, no, Kenji not gonna get it, but Telekinesis up. Mystic Flare is the real voice, he comes in with the blink, but he just came in to give away his life. Ether Shock was stolen from Kalai as well. Relocate, they're gonna wait for the IO to come back and just get an easy kill. In the meantime, Leo farms up the Mass Serpent wards. And yes, CK, immediate Earthbind, signs up by the Ancient Seal. So G7, they're the ones now to win the team fight. Just so back and forth by those two teams. As Kenji, of course, the BKB just allowed him to stay in the fights and not really worry about too much. Although Tinker, he really wasn't doing anything there as Leo. Going for the Roshan now does require some assistance. They should not have a single Meepo back in base. Unless he starts moving it now. Never mind, one Meepo, TP is there now, or the main Meepo rather. Poofs coming out as well, just gonna reach them up one by one. Arcane Boss to spam out Roshan just in case. And Kenji, he's the one scouting things out, just to make sure that nobody comes to just disrupt it. But Necro level 3 is there on Bakri now. So that's a huge item pickup, unless Kenji, of course, with his BKB just completely destroys. But Tinker, he comes in as well, masters the machines, he's in the trees. Oh man, this is gonna be so annoying. Kenji, he goes out, he pops the crown only on the Shadow Shaman as one Leo. He drops low, they cannot afford to lose that Meepo now. Can he make it out somehow? They're still trying to go for Roche. Can't sink the TP of Solos. There's the Mystic Flare as well, a little bit off target. He actually had that little leeway to make out of there. But Tinker now sprouted up as well. Kenji comes back to the Roche pit. Roche goes down. Age is picked up by the Faceless Void. Maybe could have gotten it or given it to the Meepo. As CK, he can't do anything to the Meepo at the moment. Faceless Void, he goes down. Viper Strike is there on CK as well. TP in from Bakri. He's Necro. He's already on cooldown. Kenji, he comes in. There's the mech show. He saves his fellow Meepo. And now Bakri time locked up. He goes down as well. And Tinker, he's forced to TP out. Two extremely important fights for this game's potential outcome. G7, they win both of them. And even though they went for that solo chrono onto the Shadow Shaman, they made sure that no Mass Serpent Wars, no Hexes, no Ether Shocks will come out for the extra AoE damage. And it actually might have saved their life. And Tinker, well, he did dodge the Mystic Prayer, but the TP still got cancelled by an Earthbind. So he was actually dropping low on mana at the same time as well, couldn't spam out that much. But more Meepos arriving show, pops his BKB, the mech as well, so tier 2 will fall down. And look at the graphs again, suddenly it's 10,000 in G7's favor in gold, and XP skyrocketing from 3k to 15,000. Necro level 3, the recipe finally picked up from the Nature Prophet. There was a blink on somebody, I just completely missed it. Oh, I hear a Viper Strike, it's onto CK. Man, IO, why IO, why? He even used to relocate, what? Did he relocate in to just place those wards here? No, this is not new, this is not new either. I have no idea, but now Meepo, he suddenly has a Hex to himself. Wanted to go bot lane to try to stop the Nature Prophet, but I guess Poofs farm up the Necrobooks. Still good gold. Yes, there's Necro Warrior down. Can he get the Archer as well, or maybe the deny on the tower? Yes, he can. Tower denied. Necrobooks killed. Epic winning. Blink in by Boys though, he gets the Hex on the show. Silence up the Mystic Flare completely whiffs as Wave King actually runs still into it, but I think this Viper is also going to lose his life. Already Kenji comes in the Chronosphere, catches two. Will it be enough? Wave King can still dish out the damage. Mass Serpent Force into the Chronosphere. Not the best positioning, but the Shackles still keep him in place. Corrosive Skin though will take down Boys in the end of the show. He is tanky, but is he tanky enough? Kalai comes in with his own Nether Shock. Oh, are you kidding me, Kenji? Time walks in, but Solo is still alive. CK, he's healing himself up. Oh man, he actually made it out and now Faceless Void. He's the one who might be in trouble. Backtracks quite a decent amount. Mask of Madness activated. Go for the right click, but the heat-seeking missile do too much damage. And Harris does survive in the end, but the Poofs, they get at least one counter kill on the Nature's Prophet. But this was all sorts of crazy, just the Tinker, I don't know, somehow making it out. The IO just completely keeping him alive. So I think it was a 2 for 2 in the end, actually, possibly. Maelstrom is picked now up by the Brave King. Oh, Tinker, he just blinked into the secret shop as the Meepo went into the fog here. That was the main Meepo as well. Could have been easy Hex. Poofs to follow. And there is a dead Tinker, but not to be, as Tinker has himself an E-Blade now and they take on level 1. crazy game. 28 minutes in, kill score 20 to 33, 53 kills, 28 minutes. Definitely not too shabby at all. Almost having the 2 kills per minute mark. Average at least. And Cho, he is going for a Heart of the Rest now, just wants to purely tank it up against Master Machines. And I think Heart is one of the best items because you go siege the tier 3 towers or Raxes a little bit, back off, have the Heart of the Rest kick in and regen up, and rinse and repeat. Rubik has a haste rune now. Is he going to steal something? Telekinesis up on the Brave King. Actually, the Shackles follow up as well. Mystic Flare is not going to be there in Kalai. Can he get the escape? The Silence up on the Brave King. I do believe the Sky Mage might be in trouble. Or Kenji comes, he has the Chronos as well. BKB is there to get the Reincarnation to pop. Can they go for more? The BKB on the Kenji is going to wear off. But there's the Hex from Leo. Poof's about to come. CK gets completely blown up. There's the Chronos here onto the Brave King. It's probably going to be enough. Pray for Blast just in case from Kalai. But the laser stops the right clicks from coming up from Kenji. Now Armlet toggling up. Brave King, is he going to be able to survive? Earthbind, Leo, I think he's going to have enough to get the kill if he really wants to go for it. But he's going for Tinker first. Brave King second. And that is a 1-for-4 exchange. He says once again, we're going to see the Necro Warriors drop down as well. This game, G7, literally 4-for-1 exchange. Meepo, well, this is the kind of Meepo that you need to have. Just get ahead in XP. He's already level 25. The next highest is level 17. Definitely was not the case in game number 1. But boys, also just being aggressive with the Treant Protector and the Tinker might be able to do it. But oh, he blinks out just as Kenji had surpassed him. Or passed by him rather than surpassed him. And that's a different word. But Viper, he got the tier 2 tower bottom lane with the help of the Meepos, of course. And Meepo, he already has Boots of Travels. He's not joking around. He wants to be able to just counter gank when Regal comes in with that global presence of theirs. But he's still up to 2.7k gold, so... Oh, Faceless Boy, what? Oh, bottom lane. Getting a kill on the Shadow Shaman, who's just stuck around for way too long there. And of course now, all the Meepos can TP at free will. Almost. They still have to obey the rules of them. Boots of Travel. Travels. Travels! I guess, looking at the graphs again, the update has happened. 15,000, almost 16,000 gold lead. XP 20,000. It's gonna be extremely hard for them to lose this game, I think. Of course, Tinker, you can blow up one Meepo possibly unless the Meepo just gets a Heart of the Risk or something now. But even without it, 2.4k HP, just so much. I mean, just having the levels, being level 25 is essentially just having like 20 extra stats almost. Not quite. I guess you have... Yeah, it's 20 extra stats, what I'm saying, man. Why do I doubt myself? Why do I doubt myself? So, he has 2 ultimate orbs for free. That's why he has so much stats for himself. Without actually having, like, an Eye of Skyder or something. And Leo, he gets another kill bottom lane. Nature Prophet. Poofed. Poof. I mean, I really think the poofs, like, a couple of right clicks probably is enough. As I'm losing focus. Need to be on target with the kills. And now, boys, he goes and gets the Hex on one Meepo. But is it going to be enough? He has the Aegis as well, I think. And yeah, boys, now in huge trouble. Now CK comes in. Will it be enough? They will get the Meepo once. Oh, finally they kill him off. Hex was there on the Brave King. But they actually might get the secondary kill as well there if they just hang around. Oh, never mind. He didn't have the Aegis. What? I guess he already lost it, already got reclaimed. But Kenji, he goes in, gets the Chronos only onto one Solos. Somehow gets out of it. Beautiful E-Blade on Io as well. But in the end, doesn't matter as Fate Ball comes through from Kalai. Did the Aegis really get reclaimed already? Or when did they lose it? I have no idea. I guess in a bottom fight previously. Or I'm maybe a complete noob at the moment. I definitely lost focus at some point, sorry guys. But back in the game now, back in the game. Show has his Heart of the Risk finished, 2.7k HP, tons of HP regen if he actually ever should take some damage. Kenji gonna go for that Mjolnir pickup into the March of the Machines. The Mjolnir procs will just do so much for their team, so much AoE against the enemy. Linger just as a force step to help out. And now Kalai, he goes for the Gem of True Sight. They want to grab map control as well. Especially up against Io. I mean, map control is everything. And Regal, they really haven't been able to just make any good use of that extremely aggressive global lineup of theirs. I mean, they have even a Dagon level 3 on solos, but doesn't seem to be enough. As oh, look at this ancient stacks. Kenji, Mask of Madness activated, wants to clear them all up. Of course, gonna take a long time. No Battle Fury on him, no cleave. The Maelstrom only works on the small dragons as well, really. So Not gonna be the fastest. Leo does join the fight, has a reaver in his inventory. 2.9k HP, going for a hard risk of him, for himself. Nice. Cold Scepter is there on Rubik as well, but looking at Regal. Now, Brave King, after having gone for the Maelstrom, probably gonna be either a Desolator or a BKB. I would guess it's gonna be a BKB. Mjolnir picked up on the Spaces Void now. Dagon level 3 still on Tinker. Hasn't been able to upgrade it since. And Nature's Prophet, just Necro level 3 and Face Boots for a really long time. Of course, has 2k on top of that. But this Nature's Prophet really, I haven't felt his presence on the map, although really hasn't been able to push out the lanes too much or anything of the like. And now, Roshan is about to respawn in 9 seconds time. Regal, they will be the first ones to know this is happening. They have a 3 just scouting things out. Whereas GSe7en, I feel like they definitely have the faster Roche lineup. Or, I mean, the Meepos against Mass Serpent Wars, I still think the Meepos win. Oh, so Void had the Aegis and lost it immediately. I maybe even remember that for a split second, but... Oh, they get the jump on Kalai Rubik. Gonna go down for sure, shackled up from Void. And yes, that is the kill. Although Kenji comes back in Chronosphere, he catches two. They're going to go for Poise first. CK just slowed down. Earth binded up. Can they go for the Brave King as well? They're going to kill the Illusion first. The silence is there on the Brave King. Will we see a Mystic Flare as well? There's even a gem on the ground. And yes, they're going to get Harry's Reincarnation is there. Nature's Prophet thought about keeping it, but just thought better of it in the end. And Mystic Flare on top of his head when he respawned. Earth binded up to just make sure he doesn't run away. And another 3-4-1 exchange. GSe7en 44 to 23. This is a humongous lead. It's mammoth. It's a mammoth lead. As Blade Mail of all items now picked up on show, so wants to be annoying against the Tinker now. Blinking Solo, is he gonna go down? Hexed up. He of course has the Ghost Scepter activated for the time being, but there's the poofs coming in. Another Earthbind and Solos. He's gonna lose his life. He doesn't have he doesn't have buyback. 70 seconds. This is just the opening window that GSe7en were looking for. I mean, this should be easy racks to be honest, unless he gets buyback anytime soon. No, 500 gold short. Leo, 1 Meepo, TP's to the top lane to push that one out as well. This is so efficient with that. But oh, 1 Meepo, he gets caught shackled up under the tower. Mass Serpent Wars are there as well. They get the force to top, but now Kenji goes in aggressively. Gets a few right clicks going, and Linger just finishes up with an Arcane Bolt. So nice save of the Meepo. Save his life, and now Kalai goes in aggressively. What does he steal? The overcharge. Well, I guess it's cooled on himself. Extra attack speed, less damage taken. Yes, these range packs are gonna fall as well. They're even going for top lane. I mean, Tinker is still down for 18 seconds, and that's just the power of not saving for buyback, or not the power of not saving for buyback, but rather getting a kill on a hero 30 plus minutes into the game who doesn't have a buyback and is rather highly leveled as well. Oh, Raven gets slowed down by the Viper Strike. The right clicks come in, the time lock bash. Oh, he relocates, but what, where? The reincarnation comes up, it didn't even get him back to base. Now Raven is back as well somehow. I have no idea how this actually happened, because the reincarnation popped just as the relocate went through. A little bit of a funny engage, but oh, the Chronosphere! He catches all of his own heroes almost, apart from the Linger, but in the end, makes little difference. And GG called, GSe7en, they tied up the series. They regained something of their honor, so in a 2-game series, it is 1-1, a draw. Well thought by both teams in both games. Just giving us a lot of action in both games as well. So I was happy to be able to cast this and just bring this game to you guys. And of course, I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, be sure to follow HeflaTV on HeflaTV1 and HeflaTV2 on Twitch. As well as check out our social media to actually know when we're going live, with what games, on what channels. It is HeflaTV on Facebook, Twitter, and for the Russian viewers on VK as well, where we post the Russian games, if we remember it at least. And of course, if you want to see the votes, I'm uploading them straight after the game on YouTube. The first game's vote is already uploaded, already processed as well, ready to watch. So check out our YouTube, which is youtube.com/HeflaMoke. If you don't know what I'm saying or don't understand it exactly, the links are below the Twitch stream as well as info, so shortcuts to there. But guys, we have another 2-game series coming up. It should be actually starting right now. It's going to be GSe7en versus a Singaporean team, which name I don't remember on top of my head, but it should be starting rather soon. So guys, hopefully I'll see you there as well. And from me, it's bye-bye for a couple of minutes at least.